So I still remember the first time I saw the Rejects video. I had gotten a copy at the East Coast Street Comp that was in New York City at the time. It was right after 9/11, so it was 2002. I think I had been in New York a bunch of times at this point, but this was the first time I like went up for like a contest kind of thing. So like the East Coast Street Comp was like one of those times where it brought together a community that, you know, you would never see anybody, and you met a ton of people just by going. But at the same time, I guess they had released the first Rejects magazine, and they were just giving them out to people. I had heard nothing about it. It came with a DVD. I remember looking at it for the first time, and like at the time we had only had Daily Bread, and before that we had like Inline Skater or Inline Magazine, and they were, and The Box. Don't forget about The Box. But they were cool magazines for the time, but they didn't last very long. They were around for like 3 or 4 years, and then, you know, poof. And then Daily Bread was like, you know, they were showcasing a lot. I mean, I didn't really... You looked at Daily Bread, but, like, you knew, like, you kind of weren't getting the stuff you wanted to see. Editorials really weren't that good. I don't know. I remember looking at the old Daily Breads from, like, with Louis Zamora on the photo issue, and you, like, look through and read them, and there'd be, like, interesting things that you learn about the skater. And then, like, by the time, like, I got older and, like, Daily Bread in the 2000s, it's just, like, the writing was bad. The photos weren't bad. They were still decent, but there was, like, people that, like... You know, it was what it was. But then Rejects came around, and it was like, you know, some awesome photos. They were putting a DVD with the magazine, which at the time, you know, DVDs were pretty much brand new. That had never been done, and especially to a point where you're putting a DVD essentially to the issue of the photos that you took, which was still to this day an incredible idea. They just did it with a different look and a completely different eye than Daily Bread had. It was refreshing to see at that point. And also it showcased like the South, which at that point, like, it was in Daily Bread from time to time, but it wasn't showcased like they did it. I just want to lead in with that. Rejects was a game changer, especially for the South, but especially for media. They basically said that there was not just one platform. You could basically make your own platform if you really wanted to. And they kind of like went on their own limb and did it. The amount of influence that they have had to that culture in the South is just like, it's crazy. But yeah, Rejects, 1 of 1. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch this with audio, so I'm gonna put a beat in the background probably. But if you want to follow along, I would say open up this. I'm gonna leave the link to this, or I'm gonna have the link to this in the description, and then we're gonna count down from 3. So 3, 2, 1. And play. Smoked. Absolutely smoked. That was the sickest Denial hoodie though. Love that hoodie. The Engler and Dunkle combo. Forever. I remember I had no idea what to expect. But then I remember I see this, I was like, is this the same trick that was in Heart? And I was like, of course it was. There was like 600 filmers that were there that day, the day he did it. But I guess it was before the fire. Right there, I remember just feeling it in my knees as soon as he hit his knee. Like, dude. What a bad idea. It's like after that, you get all that for TP. That was incredible. You can't hear the music, but it's, I believe, an AFI song about to come on. Incredible. The Timmy T? Woo! Dude, Dunk was so sick. That was so good. Dude, Rob Thompson's ledge skills were like... He came to this East Coast street comp that I got this issue at, and he just absolutely destroyed it. It was insane. The footage has been shown in many videos, but I remember it felt like he didn't miss a trick, and he was going faster than everybody was at the time. Move, Chuck. Great song. For those that can't hear, this is the Greg Kim Band. I got my cat. Damn it, cat. Move. Come here. You're sitting here. Remember Dunkle always looked at as like Uncle Chuck. It was like that uncle that you would see at like all the parties that would get wasted, you know, be like, yo, hit me, give me your best shot. That was Dunkle, pretty much. But he was also a pro in a time where it was like everybody was skating a certain way. And then this dude came out of here and he's skating just rugged, haggard spots, you know, doing simple grinds on stuff that drops, bank the walls. That. Don't know about that one, Chuck. Just realized your name's Chuck, too. That was incredible. Like, nobody would skate that now. It was cool because at the time, like, this dude was like a big pro. I'm not sure he got his skate yet, but he was showing you that you didn't need to do like dumb handrail tricks where you had to skate stupid spin tricks, the grinds, 100 switch ups to get noticed. He was just doing like hard shit, but like doing it his own way. That was death. That was incredible. The fresh chop too. Like, look where he is. He's on like the side of a cemetery, like looking for spots. I would have never skated that spot again after hitting my face either. Always wanted to skate that spot. Abrupt ending. Is this Steve Jones? What a bad rail. Holding it. We've all been there. Wow. Is that Matt Frost? Or Matt Nichols, rather? Matt Frost. Completely wrong person. Boom. Mizzy the soul. Didn't they just show up? That was incredible. That looks like such a California rally. You know that's in like the South somewhere. Interesting song. Look how good the Shimas look. They went for the full rock album on this one too. Get down, Chuck. Chuck, stop! Dude, don't have cats. Super slow-mo. It's like, guys, I found a sweet spot. Dude, they love that drop, bro. This is really clear for 2001, 2002. Wow. Mika. That was sick. St. Andrews. Should look up where St. Andrews is. Pause it real quick. Oh, God. Chuck, stop. Oh, my goodness. Is that Josh Emiker? Oh no! It's like my biggest fear with drop ledges is like sticking like that and like falling to a way where you can't control it. It's happened to me before. That was so good. Oh! I forgot about that fall. Oh. Imagine falling and you can't hear. Unreal. I always thought he was going to go to the Ryder truck from like the photo, and like it kind of made sense, but then you realize it's like so far out, kind of. Or is it? I don't know. He maybe could have landed on there, but it was cooler the way he did it. This poor man's knees by the time he was like probably 18 were just trashed. Kind grind that. Like, come on, dude. Never see that. You don't see that now. I'm telling you, ledge game. He was a hammer skater, but man, his ledge game was so good. I love the cross this out where he disappears. I always found that cool. Cause I was a filmer, you're like, oh wow, how did they do that? But you're just like, oh, they just lined it up the same way. It crosses out. Oh! Why I don't like Thompson. Incredible. Nobody was doing that switch up. He made Solomon's look so buttery. Incredible. Hot summer day, probably just rain, kind of like today. He f***ed this rail up. Looks like a tornado, like storm cam. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna film you from fisheye from the very top of the rail. Incredible. That was the cover. Such a good cover. That was so death. Then this one. Fish brand How Fast Live. And then the Whip Dog. Oh. I love how they replayed some of the clips from it too. It's kind of sick. It's like let you know who died. Jason's not alright. Nope. Oh. Dude, hitting your face just fucking blows. Anybody's ever hit their shins before? I don't know if you ever have, but I've absolutely denominated my shins one time at Borderline. And I was going up to just like front five up the box. And I just like, you know, you fully commit on front five and like 9 out of 10 times you miss it. Sometimes, I guess I just jumped a little too low and my front foot missed locking on. And I just went shin first, and I'll never forget, like, I'm skating through like into the, I'm like, I just know it's, you know, it's messed up. You hit your shin, you just know like, oh my goodness, like, and I'll never forget I'm skating into like the area where you put your skates on, and I go to sit down and I'm just like waiting for that. I'm pulling it up like hoping to see nothing, and then I'm pulling my pan up, and I just see the rush of river of blood that just runs from my leg. Oh my god, I'll never forget. I could see my bone like through my shin, and I'll never forget, like, my friend drove me fucking all the way to the hospital. I walked in there just like soaked with blood. I'm just like, this is all for a shin. But man, that was the one time I had to get internal stitches for something, and I remember it sucked so bad. That just reminded me though, like, of bad times, like where you're like, why did I even try this? I believe that's it for rejects though. Overall, I feel like it's, you know, obviously the skating's dated, but you know, for that time, it really showcases when, you know, these kids were kind of young. They were very hungry. They were very raw. They skated to a lot of rock music. Where I'll try to put some like rock music into the background so you can if you're not putting it up to listen to it with me. I just don't want to get sued for having Tool and AFI in there. But man, these guys started something with that, because like I said, I forgot about B-Mag. There was Daily Bread B-Mag too. B-Mag was definitely around because I was on their message boards for the longest time. But when these guys came around, just gave them another option and like basically another place to showcase your skating at a time where, I mean, it was pretty saturated. It was where, like, you know, videos and media and everything like that. But, you know, that also got a lot of people lost in the shuffle. There was a lot of people back then that were super good at skating that never got shown because, you know, other people got an opportunity, which is fine. And, you know, that's how you gotta look at these things. Like, Rejects was just another opportunity for all these guys to shine and really shine in their own way. Like, they got to showcase their vision. They got to put, you know, film stuff the way they wanted to, film the people they wanted to, go to the places they wanted to skate, and in a way, like, give you their masterpiece, or, you know, their culture of skating. And, you know, at the time everybody was like, you know, yo, this is crazy, but, you know, that's just the way these dudes were, and it's cool. And from Rejects they went to Radius magazine because they had a falling out, or I think they got sued for something. I forget the exact details, but I know they got sued because one of their distributors messed up and they had to start a new company, and then they had a falling out. You know how it goes with people. Good things can't last forever, but the first of many Rejects. If you guys want me to watch the rest of the Rejects, please comment, please like, subscribe. If you want me to continue doing these video reviews, or as I say, video reaction reviews, give a thumbs up. Till next time, thank you for watching.